Hi guys, my name is Cohorts. I study at University Science Malaysia in School of Management, which major in marketing. Today, I would like to talk about the generation on our planet. A generation is a group of people born around the same time and raised around the same place. There are big differences between the generation and marketers use all of this similarity to target their customer. So now let's investigate every single generation nowadays. First, we start from our silent generation, who is born at 1935 to 1945. The silent generation were born during the Great Depression. Generally, they are partners, managers, and senior support staff in the legal workplace. Although some may sign on as administrative staff to keep busy after retirement, particularly in part-time roles. This generation can be called as traditionalists. They are the slowest to change their work habits and adapt to new, more efficient ways of doing things, particularly those involving electronics. Traditionalists may struggle to learn new technology as it involves and changes the practice of law. Following is the baby boomers, which born between 1946 to 1964. As a group, baby boomers were the wealthiest, most active, and most physically fit generation up to the era in which they arrived and were amongst the first to grow up generally expecting the world to improve with time. They were also the generation that achieved peak level of income that could therefore reap the benefit of abundant level of food, apparent retirement program, and sometimes even midlife crisis product. By baby boomers is the Generation X, or we call it as Gen X, born between 1965 to 1976. In midlife, research describes Gen X adult as happy, active, and achieving a work-life balance. The cohort has been controlled with entrepreneurial tendency. They are tech-savvy, used to doing things online, and want more technology-biased tools to monitor their financial affairs. Members of Gen X are approaching to the middle of their working careers and potential peak earning years. So, they have relatively lower levels of wealth, make it difficult for them to maintain their parents' consumption patterns, the given rising cost of education, healthcare, and property, so that there's an occurrence of sandwich syndrome. Generation Y is the name given to the generation born between 1977 to 1995, also called as millennials, iGen, the internet generation, or the dead generation. Millennials are so named because they were born near or came of age during the dawn of the 21st century. Technology has always been part of their everyday life. It's been estimated that they check their phones as many as 43 times daily. Gen Y are more family-oriented and willing to sacrifice between career and work balance, but not mean that they are achieve-oriented. Typically, want to be a part of team, but at the same time, they want to be spotlight. They are loyalty, committed, and want to be included and involved. And Generation Y craft for feedback and guidance. The following is the Generation Z, born between 1996 to 2010. The youngest is just 7 years old. They tend to be more realistic, not idealistic. They are entrepreneurs like millennials. These students plan to be fully, not merely sitters on the career. These Gen Z kids will take multitasking to a new level. They prefer to be on 5 screens at once, not 2 screens like millennials. Because their minds are streaming in so many directions, they have become postmodern who are hyper-aware of their surroundings. They are technology brilliant. In survey, these teens put technology in the same category as water and air. And the last is the Generation Alpha, which born between 2011 to 2025. There are more than 2.5 million Gen Alpha born globally every week. When they have all been born, they will number almost 2 billion. They start school next year and will be the most formally educated generation ever, the most technological supply generation ever, and globally the wealthiest generation ever. So, it follows that it will be Generation Beta, Generation Gamma, Generation Delta. It doesn't sound a bit too much, but we won't be getting there until the second half of the 21st century. So, there's plenty of time to reflect on the labels. That's all from me. Thank you.